The forgotten farmer's secret unlocks monster garlic bulbs with this simple pre-planting trick. What if the difference between harvesting golf ball-sized garlic and growing bulbs so massive your neighbors can't help but stare, lies in one simple step most gardeners completely skip? While you've been told that garlic is foolproof, just plant and wait, commercial growers have been quietly using a biological secret that can triple your harvest size. This isn't about expensive fertilizers or complex systems. It's about understanding what your garlic desperately needs before it ever touches the soil. The stark reality is brutal yet eye-opening. Most home gardeners pull bulbs weighing 2 to 3 ounces, feeling satisfied with their modest harvest. Meanwhile, those who understand this forgotten technique routinely harvest bulbs weighing 6 ounces or more, with some approaching half a pound each. These aren't different varieties or magical soil conditions. They're the exact same garlic types grown with dramatically different approaches to preparation. The hidden truth about garlic's genetic potential is that your garlic possesses incredible genetic potential that remains completely locked without the proper biological trigger. When you skip this crucial step, you're essentially asking your plants to perform without their natural programming activated. The result is predictable, small, underdeveloped bulbs that represent only a fraction of what they could have become. Commercial operations invest heavily in controlled environments specifically for this pre-planting treatment because they understand its game-changing impact. Yet somehow, this knowledge never filtered down to home gardeners, leaving millions of us harvesting disappointingly small bulbs year after year. So, let's talk about a revolutionary technique called cold stratification, or vernalization. Basically, it's a process that tricks garlic cloves into believing they've gone through an entire winter cycle. This biological necessity means exposing the cloves to specific cold temperatures for a set period of time. What happens is, this process flips a sort of genetic switch that completely transforms how your garlic grows. Now here's the fascinating science behind this transformation. Garlic plants are actually genetically hardwired to respond to temperature cues that signal seasonal changes. When the cloves are exposed to the cold, some pretty complex biochemical processes take place inside each one, getting them ready for explosive growth in the spring, and setting them up for maximum bulb development. The cold, in a way, actually reprograms the plant, shifting its energy from making leaves to forming those big storage-ready bulbs that we all hope to harvest. Without this cold treatment, your garlic just stays stuck in vegetative growth mode. It never gets the signal to start forming serious bulbs. It's kind of like trying to start a car without turning the key. All the potential is there, but, well, the engine just never fires up. Alright, let's dive into your step-by-step stratification blueprint. Now, implementing proper cold stratification requires attention to detail. But, hey, the good news is, you don't need any special equipment beyond your refrigerator. Start by selecting only the largest, most perfect cloves from your seed garlic bulbs. These premium specimens contain the energy reserves necessary to support robust growth, and when combined with stratification, they become absolute powerhouses of production potential. Next, examine each clove meticulously, discarding any with soft spots, damage, or signs of disease. Remember, these imperfections will only compound during cold treatment, sabotaging your efforts, so it's crucial to be thorough here. Now let's create the stratification medium. You want to moisten high-quality peat moss or clean paper towels until they're damp but not waterlogged. The moisture level should feel like a wrung-out sponge, present but not dripping. Then, place the selected cloves in breathable containers such as mesh bags, perforated plastic containers, or clean pantyhose. This ensures adequate air circulation while maintaining consistent moisture. Alright, so, label each container with the variety name and the stratification start date, since this information becomes crucial for timing your planting schedule. Store these prepared containers in your refrigerator at temperatures between 32 and 40 degrees Fahrenheit for a minimum of 6 weeks, though honestly, 8 to 10 weeks produces even better results. Now you'll want to check those containers weekly, adding just a bit of moisture if the medium looks dry, but Be vigilant for any signs of rot or mold, which would mean there's too much moisture. Some cloves might develop tiny roots during stratification, and that's perfectly normal. In fact, it actually confirms your treatment is working effectively. So, let's talk about perfect timing for maximum impact. You'll want to coordinate your transition from stratification to planting with your local climate patterns. In most temperate regions, remove the cloves from cold storage in late fall, typically 6 to 8 weeks before the ground freezes solid. This timing allows properly stratified cloves to establish root systems while the soil is still workable, setting the stage for explosive spring growth. So, soil preparation becomes even more critical when working with stratified cloves because these primed plants immediately begin aggressive root development once planted. You'll want to create planting beds with exceptionally well-draining soil enriched with generous amounts of aged compost or well-rotted manure. The soil should feel loose and friable to at least 8 inches deep, allowing those rapidly developing roots to penetrate easily. Now, plant stratified cloves pointed end up at a 4-inch depth, spacing them 6 inches apart with rows 12 inches apart. This generous spacing accommodates the larger bulbs these plants will produce, and prevents overcrowding that could limit individual bulb size. Nurturing your stratified success is honestly about more than just that first step. While stratification provides the foundation for abundant harvests, supporting plants through their growing season really maximizes the benefits of this crucial first step. So it's important to maintain consistent soil moisture from planting through early summer, especially during that rapid spring growth when stratified plants tend to show superior vigor. These properly treated plants usually emerge earlier and grow more aggressively than unstratified garlic, which means they need adequate water to support their enhanced growth rate. Apply balanced organic fertilizer in early spring when shoots reach about 6 inches tall, and then follow up with a phosphorus-rich feeding as the day length increases significantly. It's best to avoid high nitrogen fertilizers late in the season, since those can actually delay bulb maturation and reduce storage quality. Harvest timing becomes particularly important with stratified garlic, because these plants often mature 1 to 2 weeks earlier than unstratified varieties. The transformation from implementing this single pre-planting step will, without a doubt, revolutionize your gardening success, giving you abundant high-quality bulbs that store beautifully through the winter months. This technique really requires minimal investment but delivers maximum returns, making it the most valuable addition to any serious gardener's arsenal. Ready to transform your garlic harvest forever? Subscribe to Crop Corner for more game-changing techniques that deliver real results, and share this breakthrough method with fellow gardeners who deserve to unlock their garlic's incredible potential.